Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and talk Marriage Boot Camp Season 19, Episode 2. That's a wrap. Y'all know this is the hip hop edition. So let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video if you enjoy this particular piece of content, and then hop into the comment section, y'all, so we can talk about these four pairings of people that are somehow in a relationship. All right. So the episode starts off with Lyrica and A1 still fussing in front of Dr. Itch. Remember, he came to their room because he wanted to kind of see how everybody was getting acclimated to the rooms that they were assigned to. A1 now wants to leave because he feels that that Lyrica doesn't even want to hear him out. He feels that she just wants to keep passing the blame onto him, not acknowledging her faults, ignoring everything that he's saying. Dr. Ish reminds them, y'all, this will not be fixed overnight. So y'all got to calm down, relax, because nothing is going to be solved, nothing's going to be fixed overnight. So Lyrica said that this is what A1 does. He runs from from facing conversations about the truth. I'm looking over here because that's where my notes are. My iPad is. So Mariah and Rich are complaining about the size of their room. Y'all live in New York. Y'all are used to living in little box-sized rooms like this. I don't even know why they were trying to act like they live in like these big-ass mansions or whatever. Y'all are not real celebrities. Stop it. So Caston doesn't want to interact with everyone. Okay, we know Caston is K. Michelle's boyfriend. He said he's not into the Hollywood mess. He's a dentist. You can't say you're not into the Hollywood mess and you are literally involved in a relationship with a woman that is Hollywood. So I feel like I hate when average people, decide that they want to date a celebrity, get the perks that might come with that, but then you feel like you don't want to be immersed into the celebrity lifestyle. That's too bad. You have to take the good and the bad that comes with being involved with a celebrity. And unfortunately, a big part of the bad is having to have your life on display, maybe having to go through some issues, in the public eye, stuff like this. Casting, you signed up for this show. So you can't say that you don't want to be involved in Hollywood mess. You literally agreed to come on a television show that is centered around talking about your business. What are we doing? So Gangsta Boo, Gangsta Boo has been rubbing me the wrong way since the verses. But Gangsta Boo tells K. Michelle that Emmett's family doesn't have boundaries. So she feels that like his parents and his siblings call him all the times a day when they're on vacation, and he takes the time to talk to them and to interact with them. And she gets jealous about that, on top of the fact that he tells them a lot of their business. So she feels a way about that. Whatever goes on within us stays within us. You don't have to tell your family every single thing that we're going through. And I definitely agree. So we get to the rap battle portion of boot camp, which we have every single year. So Dr. Ish wants them to think about their most pressing issues that they have in a relationship and write a rap about it. So first off, we have Gangsta Boo and Emmett. She tells him to defend her against his parents. So that might mean that his parents might have a certain so what I'm looking for. They might have a certain perception of her that they are stuck on, and she wants a little bit more defending. He in turn wants her to stop all the petty fights that they have. He said they argue about everything, about little things that don't even really matter in the grand scheme of things. K. Michelle and Caston are up next. K. Michelle says she wants her fairy tale. She does not give a damn what his fairy tale is because she has the fairy tale, the story, the way she wants her life to pan out, and whatever man she's with needs to insert himself into it. And if that's not something that you can do, she really doesn't care. So he wants them to have better communication. He does not like the way that K. Michelle expresses herself, the way that she communicates. We have seen K. Michelle over the years. We know how K. Michelle communicates. So it's really down to her delivery. Mariah and Rich are up next. Rich sounded horrible. Everybody else had a nice little cadence, a nice little flow, and then there's Rich. So he wants her to stop lying. He didn't really get into that, but I feel like Mariah Lynn might be putting on more about what she thinks their relationship is, or just lying about other things in general. She wants to be a priority to him. Mariah Lynn wants to be claimed. Rich has never claimed this woman. We have seen Rich claim a bunch of other women. He does not claim Mariah Lynn. And I feel like, girl, if a man won't claim you, why are you even entertaining him? That's how I feel about it. So then we have Lyrica and her wife A1, and she wants him to stop cheating. Very simple stuff, A1. Very simple stuff, Floyd. Stop cheating. A1 wants her to move on and stop holding the past against him. That's not really how this works. You have broken her trust. So you can't expect her to just be like, oh, forget it, it's fine. I'm not even worried about it anymore, and think that he's going to or she's going to easily move on. That's not how life works, A1. The fact that he thinks that's how this is going to go is really baffling and is childish on his part. So K. Michelle and Caston don't want to engage with the other couples. They go upstairs. He's like on his laptop doing some work. She gets into bed and takes a nap. 8-1 is avoiding Lyrica. She's in the kitchen, like, trying to talk to him about what happened. He's staring up at the ceiling, like, not paying attention to her. So eventually, everybody goes back into their room, and no one is engaging with everyone else, which is weird and not what we typically see on boot camp. Usually, everybody is hanging out together in, usually everyone is hanging out together, like, in the kitchen or in the living room, or, at least parents are getting together. They're not doing that on this show. So Emmett and Gangsta Boo are like literally walking around looking for everybody because they want to hang out with everybody. And even Gangsta Boo mentions how, I wanted to get so-and-so's opinion on who they think won the battle, because to her it's a real winner, which that's not what it's designed to be, but you want to engage with people, so that's fine. So everybody gets dressed for the formal dinner, all right? So they're each going to get an entree that represents a topic from their rap battle. So Emmett and Gangsta Boo are up first, and it's the lack of boundaries. Now, whatever the dish is, whoever has this piece of resentment that it applies to has to be the one to eat it. So they get spicy curry. They both do not respect boundaries. Emmett involving his family into their marital issues or marital joys, troubles, whatever, is a lack of boundaries. And then Boo apparently does not respect his boundaries, so when he is with his parents or his family or something like that, she doesn't respect those boundaries either. So they both have to eat the spicy curry. The pain of the burn is supposed to represent how that is affecting their partner. So then we have K. Michelle and Caston. It says dreams are destroyed. They get habanero peppers. Pastor Cow, Married at First Sight. Dr. Ish thinks that they both should eat this because he does not feel that he meets her standards. She said he doesn't try. She thinks he resents her career, and I think it's because the Kim that he knew back when they were growing up in high school is different than K. Michelle is now. So they both eat the habanero peppers. He looked like he is about to throw up from the pain in his mouth. I would never. I don't do spicy food, like, at all. Spicy food is not a friend of mine, so I definitely wouldn't have been happy with this. So then we have Rich and Mariah. They get public image. And their dish is some Thai chili peppers. She said that he has made her feel small. And that she has gone first so many times before that it's his turn to go first. Rich, however, said that in the spirit of loving someone, he will accommodate her like he always does, trying to get some kudos and some sympathy. It don't work. Rich eats the Thai pepper. He looks like it is burning the shit out of his mouth. She then was like, I'm sorry. This fake relationship, whatever. So then we have Lyrica and A1. There's his forgiveness. And because A1 has a spicy food allergy, they get a fertilized chicken egg. I said, what? Why couldn't y'all just get something that's super sour? Why did it? All right. So he doesn't want to keep hearing about his cheating every day. He said it just makes him feel like a failure. You are a failure. You are a failure. I don't think she should constantly be reminding you of that, but if she wants to, that's just what it is. Dr. Ish said that she feels that forgiving him would be giving him a pass. Lyrica says she can forgive him, but she's just not there yet, I guess, which is fine. I feel like you can't rush the level of forgiveness that somebody has in their heart. And what you don't want is like a fake forgiveness, because then it's just kind of like you're just saying it just to be saying it, to be real. So Lyrica, so A1 eats it. He like puts hot sauce or something on top of it and he eats it. Lyrica says she ain't doing that and she don't. Dr. Ish says in his confessional, we can't make Lyrica do anything she doesn't want to do, especially eat something like this. So she doesn't. All of a sudden, Lynn Toler comes out. My position, my position, my position. And they were all scared because everybody was looking like, oh my God, Lynn Toler. Like, y'all knew she was here, right? Y'all know she's going to be coming out frequently, but all right. So she comes out and she makes a very good point that everybody that was in the audience is listening to what is going on between the two people up front. But the two people at the table were never listening to each other. She then tells them that 50% of this process and of this boot camp is them interacting with each other. The men need to be talking to each other. The women need to be talking to each other. They need to be talking to, the opposite sex about what is going on. How can, this is what I'm observing about your marriage that could possibly help you. Going through different things like that. She said that she got there at 10 a.m. and she looked at those cameras and all she did was watch them go to sleep. And she said that she gets paid either way, but she would not be wasting her day. I said, I know that's right. Y'all ain't gonna have me just sitting up in this room watching y'all sleep all day. So K. Michelle feels bad. She says she does not want, she doesn't want Lynn Toler to feel like she did waste her day, Judge Toler. So she decides that she's going to talk to Mariah after dinner. So she's talking to Mariah, and she says she wants her to stop trying to prove herself to Rich. You know what I mean? If he's going to see you as a bad bitch, he's going to see you as a bad bitch. You saying that over and over is not going to change his opinion or perception of you at all. She said that the best way you can prevail is by success and not always by using your mouth. So K. Michelle gives some really solid advice to Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn said that she appreciated the advice. She appreciates it. She likes it. She's going to try to put that into action. So then we find out that K. Michelle and Gangsta Boo are, I guess, used to be friends. They had a falling out. They have not spoken in over 10 years. They have not seen each other in about 10 years. K. Michelle said that she is not fully settled in it because I guess they never got to the root of the problem. Gangsta Boo feels that they have still some mutual friends, and she heard that Kay was still talking about her. And she's not even really comfortable in boot camp right now because they still have the issues between the two of them. One thing I will say is that if there are two people that are having issues, two friends that are falling out, you should never put people in the middle. I have fallen out with people before, and I would never make somebody pick at all. I fell out with a friend very recently. I would never make any of our mutual friends pick which way to go. Like, you should never do that. You should never be talking negatively about somebody you were once friends with. I know so many secrets about some of my friends, current friends, old friends. I would never even dream of telling something that they told me in confidence or just something that I know about them to everybody else. Because that means y'all were never really friends. If that's really how you gonna freak it. Y'all were never really friends. So, K. Michelle doesn't want to talk about this. She feels that she is there to work on things with Caston, not with other people. She wants to stay focused on the task. So K. Michelle is in her room, and you can hear Gangsta Boo asking, where's K? Caston said, I think she's in the bathroom. We see on this footage, K. Michelle run and hide in the bathroom. So Boo is now walking up and through this mansion looking for her. And I'm like, girl, if you don't go have a seat somewhere and go back and tend to Emmett, What is going on? So K Michelle runs and hides in the room with Lyrica and A1. And Lyrica is like, what happened? So I guess Kay is just gonna be forget everything that happened with her and Lyrica, and Lyrica's gonna be her safe place right now. So she's in the bed with Lyrica hiding, and then they can hear Gangsta Boo looking for her. K Michelle was like, no, no, no. So as Gangsta Boo walks in the room, and Lyrica's eyes widened because she was like, oh shit, she came. K Michelle starts making it sound like she's really talking about her issues with casting. So Gangsta Boo was like, I'm so sorry for interrupting. Y'all in here really talking. And then she's like, Lyrica, you were so pretty. Your skin is so smooth. I've only ever really seen you on TV. And Lyrica is just like staring at her. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on here? So K Michelle starts faking this argument with A1 to try to get him to come and talk to her in the next room. Now this A1 is blurred out, okay? He clearly has on some pajama pants with no drawers. So he's blurred out enough that they feel it's not safe enough for TV. So I guess my issue now is he is around all these women that are in the room and he's just swinging his meat like that. So K Michelle is trying to get A1 to come. She's like, because I'm mad about what you said about me having kids. Trying to get him to come out the room just so she can have her reasoning to run out the room. Gangsta Boo now is sitting on the bed where A1 would be laying. So I'm like, you're in outside clothes, sitting on these people's bed next to where his head would go on the pillow space. It's too much stuff going on in this room right now. So Lyrica tells Gangsta Boo, why don't you go sit over here? Get your butt from next to my head in your outside clothes. No outside clothes should ever be on a bed, ever. So K Michelle finally pulls A1 away. And it's really just so she can get back to her room and Gangsta Boo can leave her alone because she don't want to talk to her about what's going on. So now Lyrica has an issue because Lyrica feels that it looks away when you are letting a woman say, I need to talk to you in private. I would like to add in while his meat is swinging in these clearly thin ass pajama pants. So Lyrica feels that A1 should have. Lyrica feels like A1 should have told her, oh, let me go talk to Kay privately for a moment and they can handle that a certain way. So now Lyrica has an issue with her husband leaving to go talk to another woman privately, which kind of makes sense. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Let me know how you guys felt about this episode.